What's up, people? This is Nate Girl 30 here, and this is pretty much my discussion of the day or night or wherever you are. If it's night or day, wherever you are, great, whatever. But the thing I've been thinking about is that after watching SmackDown last night, it really made me start thinking about something. I really feel now, and this is coming from me, as big of a fan as I am of the Attitude Era. I really do feel that the Attitude Era has to die. Like, it seriously has to go away. It has to disappear. It has to remain gone. Now, I was pretty much 14 years old when the Attitude Era came around, and I loved the Attitude Era. It was probably the best time, the funnest time to be a wrestling fan at that time. But that time is long gone. After 2002 is when things started changing, and it was the PG era started coming around, and you guys pretty much know the history, so I'm not even going to go too far in depth in that. But the one thing that really bothers me is that I feel like they're bringing back too many legends from the Attitude Era. For example, they brought back Mick Foley, they brought back Chris Jericho, they brought back Shawn Michaels, they brought back The Rock, they brought back Triple H. And now the Undertaker has always been there, especially now that the streak may or may not end. It's not going to end. Who am I kidding? But I really do feel that the WWE has relied far too much on their legends, especially the legends of the Attitude Era, to lead their company instead of focusing on the new talent, which they really should. Now, I was all for the fact that Wade Barrett was being pushed the way he needed to, because Wade Barrett was a great heel, especially him being a British heel is that was even better. But the thing is that they actually started promoting some of their new talent, but they're not doing all of it. They have NXT, and NXT is a waste. It's shown online, but who watches that? And there's so many people on there that can be worked on. And then they got divas that were from the NXT. For example, I think when AJ being on there, now that AJ is being more of a valet than actually being a wrestler. And you could tell last night that her moves were sloppy. They're not focusing on their new talent, especially, okay, another example, Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal was great on the mic, but he sucked in the ring. They are not focusing on their new talent enough, for crying out loud. If John Laurinaitis is the executive president, whatever, of talent relations, he needs to start doing his job and stop focusing on anything else. The fact of the matter is that their new talent really needs work, and they're suffering greatly, especially the tag team division, especially the Divas division. Everything is suffering greatly. Now, I'm not blaming all that on the legends. I'm not blaming anything. I am saying the fact that I do believe that this company is relying far too heavily on their legends of the Attitude Era to bring back ratings. For crying out loud, if you're able to make somebody like John Cena, the guy who had a gimmick of being a wankster, and for him to actually be like the top guy in the WWE, it can be done. From having Randy Orton when he had his Randy Orton sightings, now I know all y'all remember that, the haircut, the fruitiness, especially the fact that he had his arm in a sling and had the Randy Orton sightings every 5 minutes on every show. Yeah, and then having him be the apex predator now, it can be done. See, seeing those two guys come from where they are, whether or not they actually have legends in their blood, they can do it. It can be done. So why can't they do that with their new talent now, and why are they relying so heavily on those from the Attitude Era? The Attitude Era needs to die. It needs to go away. It does not need to come back, because it is definitely taking these moments out of these new wrestlers and not giving them the spotlight they deserve. These guys are literally hungry to have spotlight, and they're fighting to have their spotlight, and they're getting cut right and left, and they're losing a lot of good talent because of the sheer fact that they focus far too much on people that have already been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. What do you think? Do you really think that the WWE is relying far too heavily on their legends of the Attitude Era? Or do you think that I'm full of it? Or do you really, what is your thoughts? I am curious to hear what your thoughts about this is. Leave your comments down below. I will reply to them as fast as I can. And also send me your video responses. I want to see the individuals that really do feel the way that I feel. And I really want to hear what you have to say about it. Like straight up. Because anybody can type a message, but actually hearing it come from that person lets me know exactly what you are thinking about this. But anyway, that is my discussion for the day and for the night. This is the Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace. See you later.